bar. Up next, Sanicase. And there you are.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Kaya Close, and I'm a senior at Greenwich Academy. My product is Sanicase, a phone case that uses UV light in order to sanitize your phone case. I hope that my phone case will provide individuals with the protection they deserve from bacteria and viruses, and I hope you will join me in reaching for the clean with Sanicase. Next slide, please. There are over 62 million common occurrences of the cold each year, and as shown on the screen, each square inch of an iPhone contains 25,127 bacteria. We think of toilet seats as so disgusting, but iPhones contain 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. So Sanicase would help to solve this problem, especially right now during the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. Next slide, please. So I do have competition for my product. First are general hand sanitizers such as Purell. Purell is much cheaper and it effectively works the same. It promises to kill a certain amount of bacteria. However, even though Purell and other products are cheaper, they're not always easily accessible, and it is not advised to put hand sanitizer on your phone, for example, in fear of damaging it. The next product that is competition to mine is phone soap, and phone soap uses UV light as well. It's a container where you put your phone in for a certain period of time. However, phone soap is much more expensive. All of the products are greater than $100 each, and it can be very difficult to leave your phone for a 30-minute period to put it in a container because who knows, you might not be home or you might need it. Next slide, please. So I'm going to sell my product at $99.95 in order to make it a fair price. I want to sell my product business to business through Apple, and this is because Apple is a very trustworthy company. With a partnership through Apple, I hope I can make customizations to the phone case. And in addition, I hope I can have Apple technicians help me to create an effective charger in order to activate the UV light. My total addressable market is about $300 million, considering that about 34 million individuals buy phone cases every year. Next slide, please. I am the right person for this as the only founder of this company. Even though we are only in the idea and starting the prototyping phase, I'm very experienced in biology, chemistry, and technology. I'm pursuing my own independent study currently on genetic technology. And this summer, I took a Stanford Entrepreneurship course where I won the competition for best product. This impelled me to continue working on my product and create a partnership with Amy Wilkinson, a professor at Stanford's Graduate School of Business. Next slide, please. In summary, my product is new, savvy, and technologically advanced. I will be selling business to business through Apple to make sure my product is trustworthy, but also at a fair price point. The phone case will be constantly sanitizing, so you can always be ensured your phone case is clean. Thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you, Kaya. That was also amazing, an amazing presentation. I'm really impressed. So this has been like a fantastic night for me. So thank you all. Jennifer, do you have a question for Kaya?
Yeah, Kaya, great job. Can you just tell us a little bit about how this works? So is this a case that goes on the outside of your phone and it's on there constantly? Just give us a little bit more information.
Yeah, so basically, it's actually very chemistry based, which is really interesting. So the phone case is covered or would be covered in a coating made from titanium dioxide. And then when this powder is mixed with UV light, it activates the chemical reaction in order to allow the UV light to kill the bacteria. And on the outside of the phone, there's a glass protection to protect you from the UV light. And also there is a small little protection as well from the phone to the phone case to protect that from UV light. But how it really works is that you need this chemical, the titanium dioxide, to mix with the UV light within the phone case in order to activate it. And to activate that, we were planning on creating a charger that would be able to send the energy waves through to create this chemical reaction.
Okay, sorry, I just have a follow-up question on that. So if you have your phone case and it's killing the bacteria on the phone on the inside of the case, what is to stop the bacteria on the outside of the Sanicase?
So it actually kills the bacteria on the outside of the phone case. It's
Okay.
The whole point of it being on the inside is that when it touches the surface of it, it kills all the bacteria on the inside and the outside of the surface. It's very similar to there's door handles currently that are UV light focused. So when you touch them, they kill the bacteria on your hands. It works with a very similar technology to that the UV light on the inside covered by a glass protection will sanitize your hands and kill the bacteria on your hands as well.
Great, thank you.
Next question from the audience. What is your path to securing B2B business to business sales through Apple?
So at first I was going to just sell directly to consumers, and I'm still obviously trying to create it since this is a very techie product and somewhat hard to maneuver just because it's new. But I think I wanted to work through Apple because I felt that they're very powerful. And I think that working just with Apple technicians will help me to develop the product most efficiently and just in the best way to make sure it's not harmful and very safe for consumers. So I think that Apple just really seemed to be the best for me. They would be able to sell it on their website. While they would make part commission, I feel like they would help my sales increase a lot more because when people see Apple, it's so much more inviting than seeing a new product brand that they aren't sure of. And everyone goes into Apple, so your product is displayed.
Judges, anyone want to go next?
I do have a question. So with your point about introducing the product through Apple, do you have a vision to make this an Android product later on, or is it not part of your vision there?
So I think first I was going to start just with Apple. I want to see how it works with the company, if sales are up. And if it does seem to work very well, I might start also going to other websites such as Samsung and sell also to other carriers such as like Verizon or AT&T. And I think those would be my next steps after first trying it out with Apple. But yes, I have been thinking about that. And I really do think that it would be nice to go to other markets as well.
Anyone else? We have 30 seconds.
I have a question too. So I know you said for competitors, you said, there's hand sanitizer brands and there's the separate light away from the phone. Why do you think a case doesn't exist already to solve this problem?
So I've done a lot of research on this, and there actually is no case. And it's because Sanicase, the phone soap was really only invented about a year ago. So it's a really new technology. And also, especially using UV light, it has barely been around. So honestly, people haven't even had the time to be able to create a prototype. And I've looked everywhere on the internet when I was thinking about my idea and what I wanted to do. And it seemed like everyone was kind of starting to use UV light in ways that could help us and protect us, but it wasn't quite there to use it in our daily life. For example, they're just starting with door handles, and they're just starting with the idea of, oh, this is how we can help the coronavirus pandemic. We can start using bacteria killing UV light in order to protect our surfaces. But nothing has really been connected yet through Apple and a phone case and killing bacteria through UV light. And so I think that's where my idea came through, that I just saw two separate big paths and I wanted to connect them before anyone else did.
I'm sorry, Kaya, we have to move on, but please feel free to reach out to Kaya and ask more questions in the Q&A. We'll do our best to, after the follow-up, Kathy will be sending out, or HAYVN will be sending out an email with all their LinkedIn so you can stay in touch with them. We're happy to help you navigate and stay in touch with the girls, whether you want to mentor, advise, invest, either way, we're happy to support that. Thank you.